Sawadee Kap, I'm JP Mestanza. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. We got a lot to get to, so let's get started. The top 5 ranking police officers of the Phuket City Police and Thailand Police, they've been cleared of any suspicion of intentionally allowing illegal gambling dens to operate in their jurisdictions following raids carried out by provincial officials in late June. Back on June 30th, authorities under the Department of Provincial Administration and also personnel, they raided 2 separate illegal casinos in Phuket Town and in Sri Sutorn, where 87 total people were arrested and charged. The raids came about after a tip to the Phuket Ombudsman's office, and it wasn't clear if the complaints accused local cops of dereliction of duty for allowing the gambling dens to continue. It's important to note that no local police from Phuket City or Thailand police stations were involved in conducting those raids, which was given the green light by national police in Bangkok. And again, they were conducted by provincial officials. In the aftermath, the top 5 high-ranking officers at both Phuket City and Thailand police, they were transferred while an investigation was carried out. Which brings us to this week, as just yesterday, the final confirmation came down from Provincial Police Chief Major General Rungrot that no police investigated in the probe were involved in the operation of illegal casinos or found to have failed to perform their duties. He declined to explain the details of the investigation, such as which police conducted the internal investigation. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Officials in Chengtele are dispatching officers to inspect the deluge of plastic waste that has smothered large areas of Layan and Lepang beaches and organize a mass cleanup operation. The deluge of trash was pushed ashore by the southwest monsoon over the weekend and appears to stretch kilometers along the beach from Layan Beach through Lepang Beach on Bang Tao Bay on Phuket's central west coast. Chengtele Oboto Ma'an Samran told the Phuket News that he had not heard about the state of the beach until today, and that usually when officers are told about trash on the beach, they send officers to investigate. He said, quote, "At this stage, I have no idea what the details of any cleanup will be, but we will let people know as soon as it's organized." For more, visit thephuketnews.com. A sharp decline in tourism revenue is among many factors that the government planning unit has downgraded their economic forecast, saying that as many as 1.76 million workers risk losing their jobs in Thailand. Earlier this year, the National Economic and Social Development Council, the NESDC, they said the Thai economy will contract 6%, but on Monday, they said it'll be worse and that the economy will contract up to 7.8% this year. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought on a severe global economic recession, and in the second quarter of 2020 in Thailand, the economy contracted the most in 22 years. Meanwhile, the Secretary General of the agency said yesterday that as many as 1.76 million people could face possible job loss. Why? Well, it has to do with the factories in Thailand and a certain law called Section 75 of the Labor Protection Act, which allows factories to temporarily shut down because of financial hardship. But they have to pay employees 75% of their regular daily wages during this time. About 1.76 million workers have received compensation under Section 75. But the Secretary General said, quote, "If their factories are permanently shut down, we're afraid these workers will be jobless." The economic crisis has prompted a rise in small ticket loans as well throughout Thailand, and sensing an opportunity, the government savings bank, for the first time in its 107-year history, they will begin accepting vehicles, including motorcycles, as collateral. GSB is Thailand's largest state-owned lender and is joining the microfinance market along with Krung Thai Card, the nation's biggest credit card company, a company that have also recently started offering consumer loans with motorcycles and automobiles as collateral. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. A woman in Narathiwat province near the border with Malaysia, she claims that a dentist's drill bit had been stuck in her gums for 5 years after a tooth extraction, and now she's suing local officials for ignoring her medical malpractice complaint. The 34-year-old woman announced her lawsuit yesterday as she arrived at Khon University's Faculty of Dentistry to surgically remove the drill bit, which was accidentally left inside her gums after a wisdom tooth extraction, she says. She went on to say that the Provincial Public Health Office of Narathiwat ignored her complaints for years. Rescue workers were called at about 4:30 p.m. on Monday to a woman who fell from a waterfall in Kalim's Soy 7. The Thai woman fell from about 15 to 20 meters from the top of the waterfall. About 10 rescue personnel arrived to provide assistance, and she was taken to Patong Hospital for treatment. 3 new coronavirus cases in Thailand today, all of them once again returning Thais from abroad, this time from Russia and India, raising the total for the nation to 3,381. 95% of patients have recovered, while the death toll is still 58. Globally, coronavirus cases have reached over 22 million, and the death toll is now at 777,430 as of this broadcast. And that's it for Phuket Extra today, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit PVCPhuket.com. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.